Okay, so Charlotte, really when you look back at how you got involved with the club, what are your memories of that?
Okay, so I'd probably say my first experience of being at the club was probably over maybe 1 or 2 years ago when I was invited as part of the All-Stars Money Can't Buy experience to come and be guard of honour at the club. And that's really when I had a sort of taste of the T20 environment and sort of the power of cricket between communities and the club. So that is something that sort of lasts, a long-lasting effect that has on me, and it's quite memorable.
And when you look at that relationship between supporters, the community, and the club and sport, I mean, how important is that, do you think?
Oh, I mean, it's terribly important, and showing the sort of the links and the pathway all the way through, that you are accepted, I suppose, and welcomed into that environment. Going back to that, I'd never sort of been to the county ground before. I'd never sort of experienced what it was like at that level, and sort of the drama. And so for me as an adult, and then to bring kids to that, I think it's important to see what cricket is about, and it's about generations of people coming together to enjoy sport, at its best. So I think it's good to have that clear pathway through, so people know that cricket is for everybody, and everybody is welcome at these types of events.
And what kind of role do you think as well that a club can have in inspiring young people to maybe get involved, not just from an interest in the game, maybe even get involved playing the game?
Yeah, so I think probably if you went out into the community and you spoke to people about cricket, they would probably have an opinion that it's for a type of person, a type of class. And I think we are now sort of taking steps to sort of change that viewpoint, to show actually cricket is a game for everybody. And it's really good to inspire people and to set that bar as to what people can attain, if they put their mind to it. So bringing, children to the ground and showing those role models, really gives a motivation for them to potentially change their life. And that's what I find is so magical about cricket. It's not just a game, it's the sort of the wider reach and what sort of aspects it can bring.
And I mean, it's huge as well, isn't it, when you see the players out there on the pitch, you say they're role models, they have a chance to then go out and really have a wider reach, not just in Derby, but the county as a whole, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's important, as well as bringing people to the ground to show what it's like in that environment. Well, actually, that's one small aspect of the game. Cricket is so much wider, and we often talk about the power of cricket, and that is so important, and it's so important it's part of our sort of mission statement at the foundation. It's using the power of cricket to motivate, to educate and inspire individuals. So going out into the community and sort of talking to people essentially is the most powerful thing that you can offer. And probably not only cricketers but members of staff of the county ground and even the foundation, going out and just talking to people, understanding what challenges they face in life, what makes them tick, is the most significant thing that we can do. So it's not just about the game on the pitch, it's about bringing people together and really making Derbyshire a great place to live and be stronger and be healthier, and in terms of employability and confidence and stuff like that, it really helps everyday people.
And when you look maybe at younger people as well, you see the success last season, getting to finals, say how many more people were interested in the club from a supporter's point of view, but how much do you think that'll go further to maybe get more people involved?
I think it's an interesting point. I mean, with the finals, I think in cricket, sort of in general, with the success that we've had last summer, it sort of raised the profile of cricket, and it's more on the radar. And in terms of just thinking back to maybe my own experience within the community, when I've been out, and it's something that they've talked about. And you know, some of these people that I interact with perhaps don't have, say, Sky or something like that, but have known about it because it's been in the newspapers or it's been talked about at school. So sort of those sorts of events help people recognise that it is a sport for everybody. And so they're probably more likely then to want to get involved, whether it be through the school programmes that we run or the community programmes we run. If we give them the opportunity to come and see for themselves, then I think it will definitely drive more people to the ground for sure.
And finally, if you can, in a sentence, what do you think this club means to the local community?
If I can describe, I think there's probably the potential to do a lot more than we already do. I think it's about opening up our gates and, like I said before, giving people the opportunity to experience cricket, but we have the power to give the opportunity to make people's lives better, whether it be through developing self-confidence, whether it be actually developing the game through player pathways. I think it's definitely, the opportunity to be the best that they can be.